Alright, so let's just do a quick rundown of the electronics section. Right now everything's set flat. And let's just go through. This is the EQ section down here. This is treble. The top is treble. This bottom ring is bass. Looks like you got probably 12 or 15 boost and cut on both of those. This section here is mids. The bottom is your frequency. And the top is your booster cut. So it's kind of semi-parametric. So if you crank it all the way up. The opposite way would be cuts. This here is a coil splitter. We'll get to that in a second. This is your master volume. When it's pushed down, it's in active mode. Pulled up, it's in passive mode. This is the pickup selector, or pan switch. Right now it's set to both, so both the magnetics are connected. When you turn it back towards the bridge, you'd think it would be this pickup, but it's not. It's this pickup. And when you turn it back towards the neck, you think it would be the neck pickup, but it's not. It's the bridge pickup. Let's put it back in the middle. Now let's listen to the coil splitter. When both pickups are on, it almost sounds slightly out of phase. You lose a lot of gain, and you get this kind of almost comb filtering effect, which you really can't pick up on the camera, but when you select one of the other pickups, like that would be this pickup. It has no effect on that, no audible effect on that pickup. And on the bridge or the neck pickup, this last knob is the Piezos. Right now it's set to 50-50, 50% Piezo pickup, 50% magnetics, whichever one we choose. If you go to full Piezos, Piezos are activated right here in the bridge saddles, and there's no magnetics at all. That's got a interesting sound to it. The EQ section still works in Piezo mode, so you can still adjust mids, which is very good. And you can boost treble and bass, boost cut treble and bass. Splitter doesn't work in Piezo mode, and then you can blend as much Piezo or as little Piezo. That's no Piezo, it's just magnetics now. This bridge pickup, back towards the bridge is this pickup. So overall, outside of just the weirdness of that and then the question about the coil splitter, it's pretty straightforward. With the Piezo bridge, it forces you to use the throughs, which, you know, we can have a debate about whether this actually improves the sound or not. I'm not convinced it does, and I'm convinced that if you're playing in a band and you've got two guitar players and a keyboard player and some horns or whatever difference running this does, you're not going to hear it. I'd much rather have a fast loading bridge here. And I don't really see any reason why, just because the Piezos are built into the saddles, that you couldn't have the fast loading bridge also. So one of my complaints about earlier models of these basses is that when you need to adjust the truss rod here, it always required a custom tool, this thing, rather than just a standard hex wrench. And at least on the LB75s I had before, I always had to unstring the instrument. It was very difficult to get it into the channel, and then just to make a minor adjustment, like I had to make a minor adjustment here, it was always, again, so you get stuck in the channel and you have to pull it out. This is actually a little easier than I've experienced in the past. Alright, so even though I have this set up as a piccolo, you can still get some idea of what it sounds like as a regular bass. We turn the piezos completely off. The EQ is set flat. The coil splitter is in the down position. I don't know why. I don't know what that means. It's got a pretty nice, just regular bass tone. That's both pickups. With the coil splitter, something's wrong with that sound. Neck pickup or a bridge pickup. Distinctively, if I roll it high enough. Remember that the maple fingerboard's gonna be a little sharper than some other wood. And then neck pickup. It's got a pretty nice sound overall. That's active. If you go to passive mode, it's the same. Passive. Two more things. The woods, it's a bird's eye maple board. It's an alder body with maple neck and 2 strips of koa. The top is a flame maple. These woods almost identically match my MTD, which is maple board, maple neck, alder body, burl maple top. And I really like the sound of this instrument. It's very open. Has an organic sound to it that I don't find in a lot of instruments, but I think that's a trademark of MTD. So I was looking to mimic those qualities with this bass. And honestly, on the magnetic pickups alone, I don't think it quite does it, obviously. But what saves this for me is the piezos. That's 100% piezo. And what the piezos seem to do is create a sense of air around the sound that gives it an openness that I really enjoy. It's almost, especially with the piccolo strings, get almost an acoustic guitar kind of quality. Considering I'm almost exclusively a solo player now, not really a player in a band context anymore, that actually makes all the difference for me with this instrument. I just have to learn how to use the extra string.